Now that I've created my data set and I've imported my data, I get to go to the primary function of DVAAPBase, which is reporting. Let's go to that step. So on the reporting screen here, the reports are organized in a color-coded way. At the top here, under the pink heading, you have all the data listings, which includes workforce, activity reports, and some future reports, which will be an audit and summary. Second blue area here is Section 503 in VEVRA. So that's veterans and individuals with disabilities. Those reports are here. Then in the next sort of tan area, we have the reports for Executive Order 11246 for females and minorities. The availability, incumbency, and goals sections are going to be populated in 2016. And currently, the IRA and SS reports are available. Next section in the green area is compensation, where there's a complete compensation analysis set of reports. So I'm going to take a look at the workforce summary report just so we can see the next step. You'll notice that until I select a report, going to the next step, which is setting up some of the general reporting options, is not available. Let's go to that next step. So in this step, these settings are common no matter what report is being generated. In this step, you can customize the report title and the report subtitle. You can decide whether or not to show page numbers on the report. You can change the effective date displayed on the report. Now these two buttons here allow you to quickly enter the effective date based on the dates put into the data set. So if I click on Use Data Set Effective Date, the effective date on this data set, which is 1/1/2015, is shown here. If on this report I wanted to actually show the data set range of the activities, I click that and it shows the activity date range, which is January through December of 2014. Or I could actually just type in directly what I'd like to show here. For instance, if I wanted to spell out the date, I could do that as well. I could say January 1, 2015. So this text field will be shown in the header of the report. If you have additional notes that you want to add to the report, the header notes section is a multi-line area where you can put multiple lines of data that will be displayed in the upper left corner of the report when it's produced. This could include notes about the analysis that's being done, perhaps special conditions that you have in place on your analyses that you want to note on the report. There's quite a bit of information that's automatically placed in the header of the reports, but this allows you to add some custom information. Likewise, the footnotes area allows you to add some specialized or custom footnotes to the bottom of every page of the report. Those can be entered here. At the bottom of this page, you'll see there's a section for setting up a report data filter. We'll be looking at that in a later tutorial. So the next and final step of producing a report is deciding how the report should be focused. Clicking whole company here allows you to produce this report for the entire workforce of the whole company. A focused report allows you to produce one or more reports based on one or more fields. You can look at a specific subset or area in your data set. For instance, if I select fields here, that opens up the field selection for the workforce report. Now I can produce reports based on any of the fields in the data. Most commonly, you'll use your establishment names, but you can also produce reports for any of the other fields in the data. So once I've selected establishment name as the field that I'm focusing on, all of the establishments in this data set are shown in the list on the right here. In this case, I have 44 establishments in this company. I can pick one or more establishments that I want to produce a report for just by clicking. I can shift-click to select a range of establishments. I can control-click to pick separate records here. Or I can click all to select all of these at one time, and none clears all the selections. That allows me to, with one action, I can produce reports for multiple establishments by selecting them here and then printing those reports. So you'll notice at the bottom of the page here, we have the printing options. So now that I've established what I'm going to report by, In this case, I have a California establishment selected. I can either preview the report, I can print it to the printer that I've set up in the settings, or I can set it to a PDF file. If I click print to PDF, it will produce a PDF version of this report, and it'll place it in my PDF output folder that I established in my settings. So let's go ahead and preview the workforce report. And here's the result. The preview screen for all reports is continuously scalable. So you can make this as big or as small as you like to see as much or as little of the data as you need to. I'll go into more detail on the content and the settings for each report in the next video.